How are we doing, everyone, and welcome back to the position sizing section of the risk management course. So in this video, I'm going to actually show you some live examples of preparing position sizes, okay, for our trades and actually finding the right position size for the specific setup that we're looking at. So here on the charting software, we've got a couple of trades that I'm actually in right now. We've just finished up gold, and now we're moving on to GBP USD and GBP AUD, okay? These are the trades that I'm looking at. As you can see, I have my trades marked out, as we've spoken about in previous videos. We have a stop loss of 45 pips, okay, and we've got a take profit of 192 pips. So on the risk of reward side of this, we're looking at a risk reward of 1 to 4.2. GBP USD, 1 to 2.95. So a very nice risk reward on both of these. This one has a 40 pips stop loss. And that is what we need, okay? That's the information we need. So we've plotted our stop loss level. Let's look at this one first, GBP USD, at 40 pips, okay? And when we know that we've got a 40 pip stop loss and we know our account balance, because of course we will all have individual account balances, from there then we can actually find the correct position size for the movement and then look to take this thing based on that position size, okay? So to find the position size, we're going to cheat a little bit. People use formulas, but formulas can be wrong. The reason being, if you are working it out yourself every time, you can get the maths wrong. If you let a calculator do it, it does it for you, and it's nice and easy. If you're using formulas as well, it's going to be using maths, okay? You're going to be using physical maths. It just makes the process less enjoyable, more confusing, and a bit more difficult as well, especially if you're not into maths like myself. So I personally choose to use a calculator. I think it makes it way easier. And the calculator that I use, and the one we're going to talk about, is the MyFXBook position size calculator, okay? So if you search that into Google, you'll find it exactly there. You can see the URL up here as well. But this is a MyFXBook position size calculator. Okay, there are lots of position size calculators on the web. This is the one I choose to use. Fast, effective, easy to use, and it includes all the currency pairs that we're going to need as well. So we'll do a hypothetical run through for our GBP USD trade then, and I'll show you exactly how you use one of these calculators and exactly how you find the right risk percent and the right trade size for your position that you're going in for. So in this example then, let's say we are using a 1000 USD account, okay? So what we would type in here is 1000. Make sure we're on the USD setting, okay? And now we've got it prepped up for a 1000 USD account. Next off, we are going to choose how much we're going to risk on this trade, okay? You can do percentage or you can do money, okay? Personally though, part of the risk strategy is always risking that same percentage as we've spoken about. We're going to talk about that a bit more in the next video when we talk about trade parameters, risk management parameters, and rules. But for now, let's say we're going to risk 2%. Okay, we're going to risk 2% on this movement. So we put 2 in there, and our risk ratio then is 2% of our $1,000 account. So we're actually looking to risk $20. So next then, stop loss. On this GBP USD movement, we can see we have a 40 pips stop loss. Okay, that can be seen there at the bottom. So a 40 pips stop loss there that we've decided, right? We'll type in 40. Then if we select the right currency pair from the list, GBP USD in this example, big long list, but you'll find it. And then we click calculate, we get this information here, this results information at the bottom. So it shows us we're going to be risking 20 US dollars. Okay, and then it tells us the units, which we don't really need to use, and the lots. Okay, and the lot size for this movement would be a 0.05. Okay, so that is actually the position size right there, where it says lots, because inside of our MetaTrader, we know that we take trades in lots from 0.01 up to 100 lots. But on this position here, we are looking to trade 0.05, and that will be the correct position size for our risk on this movement. So then we would go ahead and activate this trade at 0.05 lots, enter it, and run it up. And then if we were to win, right, we've got $20 risk on this movement at 2.95. So then we are looking at $20 times 2.95. So essentially looking to make around $60 on this movement at $20 risk if the profit comes through, okay? So that is how we actually go about this process. We'll do one more example on GBP AUD just to get you comfortable with it. I'm looking for this movement on GA. This one, a very exceptional risk reward of 4.3. 45 pips stop loss on this movement, which is all we need to prepare the position size. Okay, so we've got our $1,000 account. We've got 2% risk as usual. 45 pip stop loss. Okay, and this time we are looking for GBP AUD. So if we select GBP AUD, we can see there on this pair, we will be risking $20 and we will be risking a 0.06 lot. Okay, that is our position size, 0.06. So we will then go on MetaTrader or CTrader or whatever we're using, probably MetaTrader if you're following me. And we will type in our trade levels, our stop loss level, take profit level. Okay, so stop loss level, take profit level, and this lot size, and then we will activate the trade at that lot size, and that will be the size of the position that we take, and that will risk the $20 in that 45 pip movement. Okay, so there we have two trades, GBP USD and GBP AUD, $20 risked on each movement, 40 pip stop loss here, 45 pip stop loss here, and we've used that calculator to easily, quickly, and effectively work out the right position size for the specific movement. So these position size calculators are very useful. We've got different currency pairs on them: Aussie, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, euro, Great British pound, Japanese yen, New Zealand dollar, and the US dollar. Okay, so if you have your account in any of these currencies, which you probably will, you are covered there. Account size, you can type in anything. So let's say we're going to be trading with a £45,000 account. We're trading the same trade with the 2% risk and a 45 pip stop loss. But in this instance, the risk on this movement is £900, and we are putting on 3.6 lots instead of 0.06. So this is a very effective tool at choosing your position sizes for each movement. Okay. So as we've mentioned, we will be looking to risk the same percent on every trade. So for every movement we take, I'm risking the same amount. Okay, I'm risking 2% on this movement, I'm risking 2% on this movement, and I'm risking 2% on this movement. Right? And that is essentially the whole process. So we make it easier with calculators. That is the first thing to remember. My FX book is the calculator that I use personally for choosing position sizes, and I completely just recommend cutting out any idea of making formulas, any idea of doing any maths. Just use these calculators. They're going to remove the possibility of human error. Okay, I've never had a problem using these, and I've used them for years. They're going to remove the problem of human error, where you may accidentally oversize or undersize your trade by 10 times if you miss off a zero or add one. They're also going to just make the whole process easier and remove any maths that you have to do yourself. So that is what I recommend doing. Just use a position size calculator, be it the MyFXbook one or one of the different ones, and you should have no problems. Okay, it takes just a couple of minutes before you take each trade, but trades should be readily pre-planned in every aspect. So you never should have to rush into a trade to the point that you don't have the 2 minutes to go and work out your position size. So that is the process. Mobile application. I know a lot of you are going to be trading on the go. I do trade on the go quite a lot as well. And for that, you're probably going to want a mobile application rather than a web app. And to be honest, I'm not sure if the MyFXbook has a position size calculator on the app. I don't think it does. It might do, but I don't really use the app too much. I normally use this on desktop. But what you can use is the Stinu app. Okay, I think this is a brilliant app for mobile trading. Okay, we've got some images here. I can't really show you on a computer because we're on a desktop, but essentially works the same. Type in your account balance. Okay, you can choose your currency out of the same list of different currencies: Australian, Canadian, Swiss franc, euro, pound, yen, New Zealand dollar, and US dollar. So you can choose your account base currency. You type in your account balance. You type in the risk percentage that you're going for. You type in your stop loss in pips, and then it will take you over to select your currency pair. So you select your currency pair there. There is a drop-down list with lots more currencies in. And then you can go ahead, check results, and it will provide you with the results sheet here, showing your stop loss, your unit, your risk amount, the stop loss in pips, and the risk percentage as well. And then it tells you which position size to use. Okay, normally it will be in lots, not units. I think it is default in lots, not units. But if it's not, that's all you need to do. Switch this over in the settings from lots to units. From units to lots, sorry. Cool. So That is pretty much it then for this video. Now you know how to go and find the right position size for your movements. You can go away now and confidently risk the same percentage on each movement, okay, on each trade that you take. Um, in the next video, we're going to talk about risk parameters. We're going to talk about actually finding that sweet spot percentage to risk per trade, okay? You need to make sure you keep the risk the same on every movement. The next video is going to run through all of that kind of stuff, really just pull together what we've spoken about, help you to decide that risk percent that you're going to choose based on your risk tolerance and based on logic and, the logical, safe level of risk to be putting on per movement without oversizing and without undersizing. So thank you for watching. Hopefully now you can confidently go and position size your movements and prepare your position sizes to enter trades successfully and always to stick to that risk reward strategy, as you can see here. And that is all for now, and I'll see you in the next video.